Hello, let's solve for the value of x in this nice radical expression. We're asked to find the value of x in the square root of x plus 4 minus the square root of x minus 1 equal to 1. We are asked to find the value of x as x are elements of real values. Join me as we solve this. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, share it with friends and colleagues, and remember to subscribe to my channel for more simplified maths content. Now, we are going to look at this expression. For this expression, there are conditions in which x can be equal to real values. And what are those conditions? The first condition is that this, which is x plus 4, must be greater than or equal to 0. If x plus 4 is greater than or equal to 0, then we can have real solutions or real elements or values of x. And the second condition, if x minus 1 is greater than or equal to 0. To solve these two expressions, you can see that comparing the laws of inequality, x will be greater than or equal to -4 on this side, while x can be greater than or equal to 1 on this other side. Now, considering these two expressions, let's look at what the values of x can be. If they can truly give us elements of real solutions, we are going to see. So in order to find out the real values or the values for x, let's compare these solutions, or let's represent these two solutions in a number line. Now, if we represent that in a number line, let's say we are given a number line and this is the number line. We want to represent these two expressions in a number line, assuming we'll have a negative 4 at this point, and we have the center line, which is 0 at this point. Let's take this to be the center line, which is point 0, right? And then at this point, we are going to have a value 1. So if this represents 0, if this represents 0, this represents -1, -4, this is 0, and this is 1. Remember, this is the negative axis and this is the positive axis. So the value of x, since x is greater than or equal to -1, the value of x will range from this point, which is -1, down to this word, to infinity, which is this point. And the values of y, or the values of x, as x is greater than or equal to 1, will range from this point to what? To this point. Now, if you look at those 2 points, they are truly a point of intersection. While x greater than or equal to -4 ranges from here to this point, which is from this point to all these points, we can see that the value of x greater than or equal to 1 ranges from this point to this point. So that tells us that from 1 to infinity, the value of x is ranges from 1 and positive what? Infinity. So what does that tells us? That the solution or the value of x will be between 1 and infinity. Now let's solve the solution. Let's solve the question to see if we can get the value of x as element of real numbers between 1 and positive infinity. Now, solving that question, we are given the value of x plus 4, which is this, the square root of x plus 4, right, equal to, let's make this to be equal to, as we take this value of x minus 1 to the other side. That will be equal to 1 plus the square root of x minus 1. Now, considering these two expressions, let's take the square of both sides. If we take the square of both sides, we'll have x plus 4 all squared, right? And this will be equal to 1 plus the square root of x minus 1, or what? All squared. From this expression, the square will have to cut off the square root, and then we'll have that expression to now give us the value of x plus 4 to be equal to 1 plus the square root of x minus 1 all squared. Now, this expression reminds us of an algebraic expression. And what is that algebraic expression? From that expression, we can see that we can have the value of our a plus b square, according to algebraic formula, that will be equal to a square, the first square, plus 2 multiply the first value times the second value, plus b square. Now, from that expression, the value of our a is equal to 1, and then the value of our b is equal to the square root of x minus 1. Now, if we insert that value into that expression, we'll have this solution to now give us the value of 1 square, which is a, 1 square, which is 1, plus this is 2 multiplied by 1 multiplied by the square root of x minus 1, and that will be plus the square root of x minus 1, or what? All squared. Now, let's take this back into the main expression. We can have x plus 4 to now be equal to 1. 2 times 1 will give us plus 2 multiplied by the square root of x minus 1, plus the square root of, while this cancels the square root, we'll have x minus 1. Great. Now, in the next step, we'll simplify. If we simplify, 1 minus 1 will simply go off, take off this, and then we'll be left with x plus 4 equal to 2 multiplied by the square root of x minus 1 plus x. To subtract x from both sides, we are going to have our x plus 4 minus x equal to 2 multiplied by the square root of x minus 1 plus x minus x. That way, this goes off while this what goes off, and then we'll be left with 4 equal to 2 multiplied by the square root of x minus 1. We can simplify to find the value of x right here. And to simplify, what we need to do is first divide both sides by 2. If we divide both sides by 2, 2 will have to clear off 2, and that will give us 2, right? While 2 clears 2 to give us 1. 4 divided by 2 is 2, and then we'll have that to give us 2 equal to the square root of x minus 1. Now, we have a duty to clear the square root. And to clear the square root, we are going to take the square of both sides. If we take the square of both sides, we'll have this to become x minus 1 all squared, right? While the square clears the square root, we'll have this as 2 to the power of 2 to be 4 equal to x minus 1. From this expression, if we subtract or add 1 to both sides, we are going to have 1 plus 1, 4 plus 1 equal to x minus 1 plus 1. Minus 1 plus 1 will have to clear off, and then we'll have our x to be equal to 5. Remember, we said the solution must be, and x must be element of a real value. And it must range between what? 1 and what? And positive what? Infinity. So the value of x equal to 5 really satisfy that equation given to us up here. Now let's check to see if our solution is actually right. If we insert the value of x equal to 5 into that expression, will it give us the original expression? We have the square root of x plus 4, right, minus the square root of x minus 1. Will it be equal to 1? Remember, the value of our x is 5, so that will give us the square root of 5 plus 4 minus the square root of 5 minus 1. Will this be equal to 1? This is going to give us the value of 5 plus 4 is going to give us the square root of 9 minus the square root of 5 minus 1 is 4, and this is it going to give us 1? Let's find out that. Square root of 9 is what? 3. 3 minus the square root of 4 is 2. 3 minus 2, is it going to give us 1? Yes, 1 is equal to 1. So that tells us that x equal to 5 is an element of a real solution, is a real solution that satisfies that expression given to us up there. I know you did enjoy watching this math solution. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with friends and colleagues, and remember to subscribe to my channel for more simplified mathematics content. Thanks so much for watching, and bye bye for now.